Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Science for Today. This week, we have moved on from learning about Earth and space to now learning about living structures and living things. This week, so far, you have talked about the different plant parts and the functions or the job of what those plants do. So today, we're going to read about it. We have watched 2 videos and done 2 online lessons. So today, based on everything you learned over the past couple days, you're now going to read it, okay? So I would like you to read this out loud to yourself or read it to your parents or your sister, who's ever at home with you. Take some time and read it with them and discuss it with them. Now, we're going to talk about the plant structures again, but you are going to need probably 2 pieces of paper that you are going to be sending to me. So on the next slide, I'm going to give you a picture of how I want you to set up your paper for today's lesson. So I have mine right here. Whoops, in here. And so in just a second, I want you to pause this video and you're going to set up your paper just how Mrs. Davis has. Make sure it is very neat. So I have right here, this is the very first page. What are some plant structures, which is our question of the day. I would like you to make this table. Again, boys and girls, use a ruler or use a straight edge. Make it really nice and neat so you are proud of your work. Take your time, don't rush. So this is the first chart I need from you. Alrighty, then after you are done with that chart, I need you to skip a line and write plant stem length bar graph, because in this area on the second half, you are going to be creating your own bar graph. Make sure you use color pencils or crayons, whatever it may be, because you are going to have to shade in your bar graph. On the back of this paper, you're going to write show the flow, which I'm going to explain here in a few minutes. And then on the second half, you're going to write life cycle of plants. And you're going to head it like this. I made mine a little small. You can make yours a little bigger because we're going to be showing the life cycle. And then on the last piece of paper, you're going to write sum it up, number 1 through 10. And then write vocabulary and give me 4 nice boxes. Again, boys and girls, it's very important. Take your time. Take 5 minutes to head your paper the correct way since you have extra time at home. Alrighty, so pause this video, go get yourself a piece of paper, and head this first, and then head this second. Alrighty, when you are done pausing it, hit play and we'll move on to the next slide. Take your time, be proud of your work. You are going to be reading the following pages or slides about plants. Okay, here's how I would like you to do this. I want you to first get to the bottom of it and read. It says, plants come in many shapes and sizes. Did you know that an important part of most plants is hidden underground? As you read, circle lesson vocabulary words when they are defined. Well, just think of roots, flowers, stems, leaves, and look at those and really try to talk about those with someone at home with you. You're going to read the 2 paragraphs. Then you're going to come over here and it has 3 pictures. One is a carrot, one is a pansy flower, and one is of grass. You're going to look at the pictures and you're going to talk about how are they all alike? How are they different? What are the roots? Look at the roots. Did you know that the carrot is underground and you can see the roots? Interesting, right? So that goes with your first chart. Your second, you're going to reach for the sky, look at the diagram, look at the information. It says, what happens to water and nutrients after they enter the roots? How do they get to the rest of the plant? As you read, underline the details that tell you about the function or the job of the stems. So you're going to read your 2 paragraphs, read it with a partner at home or your parents, or read it out loud, and then you're going to come over here and it's telling you to make a graph. Use the data to create a bar graph to compare the lengths of different plant stems. Alrighty, I will show you a bar graph in just a second. It'll look, okay, I'll show you that in just a second. And then you're going to move on to the next. Again, you're going to read everything. Plant food. It says water and nutrients keep a plant healthy, but a plant still needs food to survive. Luckily, a plant doesn't need to go anywhere to get its food. Boys and girls, make sure when you're reading, you read the main text, and then you go and read the captions in the text boxes. Okay, it's very important on an informational text that you read everything. And then here is show the flow. So you had show the flow on your paper. All right, it says draw a plant growing in soil. Draw different colored arrows to show how water, nutrients, and food move in different directions through the plant. So you need different colors for this. Move on to your next. Now this talks about the life cycle of a plant. It says the tallest tree in the world was once small enough to fit in your hand. Like you, plants start out small and grow bigger. All right, so as you read this page, you're going to be thinking about all the different steps that a plant goes through in the life cycle, because just like we are living things, plants are also living things. So read out loud about the life cycle of a plant, look at the diagrams, look very neatly, read the captions, and then right here is where you're going to go ahead and continue your flow map or your life cycle map. Okay. Now, once you move on, you've read all of that. You might have to pause this video and kind of go back and forth to help you out, but I have your sum it up, okay? And on your sum it up, you have it numbered 1 through 10. So this is sum it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to put those words, roots, stem, leaf, flower. Maybe there was other important words that were highlighted in there that you need to read. Again, this goes back to using text evidence and rereading. So it's okay to pause the video and go back and forth. And then over here, it says use the words in the box to identify the part of the plant and the function. So I need 2 things in each box. Mine look a little different, but this is box number 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're telling me 2 things. You're telling me what is the part of the plant and what is the job of that plant. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, boys and girls, I want to see your best work, neat work. Take your time. All right, science is so fun. Take your time and do it correctly. Again, pause this video if you need to and go back and forth and read it. Now, for those of you curious as to what a bar graph looks like, let me come up here and we'll just type in bar graph for 3rd grade. And a bar graph looks a little something like, like this right over here. It can be up and down. Make sure you have titles on the side, a title up top, you have a scale, and you have things labeled, okay? In this instance, we are labeling, let me go back. We are labeling, we should have plant stem length as our title. Down at our bottom, we should have dogwood trees, bamboo, broccoli, and saw palmetto. And here is your data to be adding into your bar graph with different color. Boys and girls, Mrs. Davis loves science, and I really want you to love science, and I really want you to take your time, use colors, give me the best paper you can give me. Give me your best work, starting off Q2 strong. And then when you are finished, have your parents take a picture and send it to me, and I cannot wait to see all your fabulous work. Again, have fun with it. And what I would like you to do at the very, very end, so you've read, you've neatly done your work, you've done everything, I would like you to go outside with parent permission and find a unique plant and really examine it and observe it. And then you're going to fill out a discussion post about the type of plant you filled out, or not filled out, you looked at, you observed. Okay, if you can take a picture of it, awesome. Alrighty, and really just take a picture. Maybe it's a flower, maybe it's a tree, maybe it's a bush, any type of plant, maybe it's the grass. Observe it, investigate it, and be able to talk to me about it in your discussion post or your assignment. Alrighty, have a wonderful day, boys and girls, and I will talk to you later.